So welcome everybody. Welcome to today's seminar. My name is Ivy from Canadian College. We're located in Vancouver, Canada. My colleague Mila is going to talk about the immigration path for Hong Kong students. She is a licensed immigration consultant.
So, if you're thinking about coming to Canada as an immigrant, as a visitor, student, or worker, you please pay attention to the next 10 minutes of my slide. This slide is my personal vision, my company's vision of immigration system of Canada. Anybody who says I want to apply for permanent residency of Canada, you need to go through express entry evaluation. And this is a points-based system that gives you points for your age, education, and work experience, and whether you have a job offer from a Canadian employer or not. Express entry, I simply call it as a filter to everybody who says, I want to immigrate to Canada. So you get all those points, and based on your points, the system evaluates you whether you get into express entry pool or not. If you get inside the pool, it may be good and it's a good sign to you, but we also need to know how many points we have out of 1,200 maximum, because that's very important for me to tell you what are your chances to invitation to apply for permanent residency. What are your chances to actually be selected by Canadian government? What do we need to have in order to even create this profile to show to Canadian government that I want to be that candidate to be selected for potential immigration? We need to have two papers. Number one is ECA, Educational Credential Assessment. Any diploma or degree from your country which is outside of Canada needs to be evaluated and assessed and recognized by Canadian institutions in terms of what it is. So let's say you have a bachelor degree from Hong Kong, you need to get confirmation that it's really a bachelor degree here in Canada. There are 7 organizations to do ECA. I usually recommend one, WES.org. I can post the link after our presentation. And they usually do this evaluation within 30 days. You go to this website, you submit a copy of your diploma and transcript, and then they contact your university or a college to confirm what you were studying, and then they evaluate it compared to Canadian educational system, and they say that yes, your bachelor's degree is bachelor's degree in Canada, or your diploma, college diploma is college diploma, whatever it is, they just confirm it, and we need that paper. That report costs $300 Canadian, and it will be valid for 5 years. So if you're planning on coming to Canada right now, you might as well start that process right now, or you may do it in the next year or 2. The next report that we need is your English or French confirmation. So you need to take the exam in English or French, whichever language you speak, to prove that you speak that language. So if you speak English, it will be IELTS or CELPIP. In order to get into universities or colleges in Canada, you take IELTS or CELPIP academic. For immigration purposes, you need to take IELTS or CELPIP general, which is much easier. So you need to score, in IELTS, you need to score 7 out of 9, and in CELPIP, 9 out of 12. I suggest don't go to the exam unprepared, because the exam still expects you to be prepared for it, to know what they want to hear from you, how they want to do the writing. So either do the online course or get the private tutoring. The results of IELTS and CELPIP are valid for 2 years, so don't take it now. Take it later when we know exactly which immigration program we are applying for. And then let's go into this slide. So if we have these 2 reports, we still need to know which program we go under. Federal Skilled Worker, FSW, requires you to have higher education, good knowledge of English, and minimum 1 year of skilled work experience in your country or in Canada. Skilled work experience means no, you are not assistant to anybody. You are not an intern, a co-op student, or anything like that. You have a solid position in your company, or you're a manager, supervisor. That's how you qualify for federal skilled worker. So the ideal profile for this program is, if you're listening to us, you should be 18 to 29 years old. You should have master's degree. If we are talking about ideal candidate for this program, you are of 18 to 29 years old. You have master's degree from your country. You have the highest level of your English or French. Let's say in IELTS is 8 out of 9, 10 out of 12 in CELPIP. And you have 1 or 2 years of skilled work experience, continuous. So what is skilled work experience? It means you're not assistant to anybody else. You have a solid job. You're not intern. You're not assisting anybody. The only position that qualifies is administrative assistant, which is a receptionist, or we also call it office admin. So if you heard you from these criteria, process. If you think, you know what, even myself, I'm not a perfect person, so I didn't hear all the criteria there. So what are my chances of immigrating to Canada? What are my other chances? So let's talk about 2 other programs. Canadian Experience Class requires you to have your higher education, regardless whether it's from Canada or outside of Canada, then high level of English, and then at least 1 year of skilled work experience in Canada, meaning you have to be a supervisor or manager. That's why you may have heard about public colleges or universities where students go to get postgraduate work permits. And please remember that postgraduate work permits are given to us only once in a lifetime. And the rule is, if you study for 1 year, you get postgraduate work permit for 1 year. If you study for 2 years, you get postgraduate work permit for 3 years. And then also, we have great news that for any people from Hong Kong, we have new initiatives from Immigration Canada that they will support any postgraduate graduates either from Hong Kong or from Canada. Unfortunately, we don't have any details of this initiative. I'm pretty sure it will be much easier to come. So you should listen to the next presentation of Ivy about our co-op and St. Lawrence programs, because it's definitely the way for you. If you get to Canada, and once you get to Canada, even without that initiative, I'm very confident I can get you to PR process. I will be just showing you a couple of plans and ways to go through it, and you will be deciding which way to go. So CEC, Canadian Experience class, you go through public college programs. Ivy will be talking about St. Lawrence curriculum programs. Very easy, painless. It does cost you more money because studies at public colleges cost you 16 to 18, 20,000 per year, Canadian dollars. So Ivy will be talking more about those, or I will be talking also about BCPNP. If you want to go for cheaper study and work programs, what are your choices and what are your chances of staying in Canada? If you have higher education and minimum 2 years of work experience from your country, or at least 1 year, and then you can get 1 year through co-op program practicum, you may qualify for provincial nomination program in British Columbia. You will have to find a job offer from a Canadian employer for a permanent position, but Ivy will also talk about our core programs, and we have 1 or 2 year programs. Let's say 1 year program is 6 months study, 6 months work. 2 year program is exactly twice as much. 1 year study, 1 year work. What I would want from you as an immigration consultant is in those 6 months to find a job and to get a fit relevant to your previous work experience, 1 or 2 years from Hong Kong, China, any other country you are listening to us from. If you're asking us if we guarantee as Canadian College job placement, no, we are not an employment agency. But I will tell you and confirm it that what we guarantee is to teach you how to look for a job in a new country, how to apply for jobs, where to apply, how to build your resume, go through interviews, and then score the best fits for you. So that's why we are proudly saying that our student employment rate is 95%. If you can even not get a job that you need for your practicum, our managers will be working with you one-on-one to see what will be the best fit for you. So, and then you can see that when Ivy talks about core programs, if it's even 6 plus 6, 6 month study, you're allowed to work 20 hours per week during the first 6 months and 40 hours per week during the next 4 semesters. So you have to look for a job for a full-time company that will accompany you and support you, right? That will give you a job offer for full-time position. Once you have that, the cards are in your hands. You have to prove yourself within 1-2 years, 1-2 months, and then we are ready to have the conversation with your employer about your plan. In BCPNP, the company has no risks and no fees involved. If you really go through Canadian College Co-op program, you really find a good fit for your work during your studies, and then you work for them for 1, 2, 3 months. You show them that I qualify, and then if you want me, I jump in and talk on your behalf. But the companies are willing to support you for PNP, Provincial Nomination Program. What it means is during your practicum, you co-op, we apply for your nomination. The company has to just give you a job offer confirming that you've been working for them for a couple of months, it's a good fit, and they love your skills. That's it. The requirements through the company, they have to be in business for 1 year, and they have to have 5 full-time staff in BC, British Columbia. That's it. Processing times for BC PNP takes 3 months.
Thank you so much for Mila's presentations, and I know you are stuck in the restaurant, and thank you so much to deliver this even in the this kind of unexpected situation. So thank you so much. In the next PPT, we will share some school information with you. So Mila was talking about the immigration path for international students, especially like students in Hong Kong. That's including like federal, like express entry and like BCPMP. And our programs can help you to reach your goals, either is your career goals or immersion goals. So first, let me introduce you our school. Let me show you a little bit our school information, introduction. So our school is located in downtown Vancouver, in beautiful Vancouver. The school was funded in 1991. We start with the language programs, and then we move to the career college programs. That Samila was talking about the co-op, and I will talk about that in detail in the following slides. And the third program we have is we work with public college called St. Lawrence College to deliver 5 programs together. So if you have immigration or career goal to Canada, like English pathway that Mila mentioned, like come as a visitor first and then study English and then transfer to study programs, or you can do the co-op programs because the co-op hours are actually counted toward the BCPMP program. As Mila mentioned, it is very affordable and job ready program for you because while you're working and study at the same time, and you got experience with real Canadian companies, and this will help you to find a better job and also help you to become a leaders or managers in your future careers. So let me also share a little bit our school, how it look like. Our school is in beautiful Vancouver. So these are the picture actually share with like my students sent it to me. That's just their neighborhood, like the place they live in Vancouver. I also want to mention that Vancouver has a lot of Hong Kong communities in here. So yeah, definitely not alone. Actually, there's a lot of students that have related here, and they provide a very strong support to the students who come to here to study. And I once took my Hong Kong student to a Hong Kong restaurant in Vancouver, and she really enjoyed the food, and she think it's basically the same It tastes like home. It's definitely a wonderful place to study, to work, and even immigrate here. So this is our school look like. This is our main campus in downtown. So it is very convenient. It's about like 10 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes walk from the SkyTrain. SkyTrain is similar like subway in Hong Kong, so it's super convenient. We also have student restaurant, and we also have a beautiful rooftop patio. The school has like 5 floors, and the second, third, and fourth floors are classroom for the students. If you're looking to stay in Vancouver, you can either if you have friends here or relatives here, there will be a wonderful place to stay. But if you wanted to live close to downtown, we do have a student residence in downtown. They can choose from. It's about 15 minutes walk to the school and a 15 minutes walk to like the world famous Stanley Park. So it's very nice. We also have students from over 50 countries study together in our college. So you got a chance to meet the friends and know different culture from around the world. So this is our school information, and I want to talk. Then the next, I want to talk about our co-op programs. So Mila mentioned before that the co-op hours is actually counted toward BCPMP. So if you do have, let's say, 1 year or 2 years, or have some experience in Hong Kong, work experience, and then you can combine the co-op hours in Canada. So you don't together, then you can apply for BCPMP. But of course, there are some requirements that Mila mentioned before. So there are 6 programs we have in Canadian College. So we have business, we have international trade, we have hospitality management, we have project management, IT, social media marketing. So how co-op work is you can choose 1 year program that allow you to study 6 months, and co-op means paid working in Canada for 6 months. They will give me example of how it works. So basically, during the co-op, you're allowed to work 500 hours, plus you can work part-time during your co-op, which is 20 hours. Together is about 40 hours per week during your co-op. And while you study, you can also work part-time, which is 20 hours per week. So if we combine hours together, with the minimum wage right now in BC, it's 14.060. Together, you can earn over 20,000 Canadian dollars. So Canadian dollars to Hong Kongese dollars, I believe it's 1 versus 6. So you can just multiply by 6. That would be Hong Kong dollars. And the tuition is about 10,000. So it's a very affordable choice for students who want to come to Canada, get work experience, and then they may look for options, or like Mila mentioned that there's a new incentive for Hong Kong students. The Kenyan government just announced actually yesterday, they going to have provide a work permit with to Hong Kong students who have post-graduation in the post-graduation institution who graduate. They also will have immigration path that for students that in Canada has 1 years of Canadian work experience, they will have easier and the path for Hong Kong students who are seeking immigration in Canada. So this is a great program for students to kind of experience Canada, get job ready experience, and then you will have a lot of options like BCPMP or like the new policy programs for you to choose from. We do have 9+9, means 1 year and a half program, but this is for business program only. The STEM ideas, you basically work about total 9 months, and then you also study 9 months together. And this is the calculation, same as the previous slide. I'm just gonna go do a little bit faster because I have a lot I want to share with you guys. So this is 2 years program. Same idea, 12 months work, 12 months study, and you have chance to earn over 40,000 if you work the whole program, basically part-time, up to 20 hours per week during study, and then 40 hours during your co-op. The salary is based on the minimum wage in BC, and tuition is about 20,000 Canadian dollars, which is, if you multiply 6, that's Hong Kongese dollars. I also want to share with you is the top, like the high opportunity applications, like jobs in BC for the next 10 years. This is from the government, the provincial government BC. They have this kind of analyzed. So this is the source link that they covered a lot of jobs. So I picked 10 for you guys. Basically, like if you interested in business, like admin related jobs or financial related jobs, you can also upgrade yourself to like retail manager or like restaurant manager. This is also very popular because we have hospitality program. This is also something we can offer to help to reach this career goal. If that's something you are interested in, you want to do when you come to Canada. Also, like IT related jobs, this is also very, very high demand, especially in BC. So if you have the skills, that's definitely a bonus for you. Anything related to international trade, supply chain is also a good career because it is a fast-growing industry in BC. Anything about business like managers or consulting is also a good career as well. So like Mila mentioned earlier, that our job is to help students to get the real experience and the job skills, search job skills, and help them, assist them to find a job they want. So Mila is here. She's our licensed immigration consultant. She's always helping students if they have any questions about immigration or visa related. We also have Adam, and he's our core advisor. So he will have a series of the co-op workshop for you guys. So that including job search skills, interview skills, also how to write resume, how to write a professional resume, email, how to make yourself look very professional. That's very important when you come to Canada to find a job here, because each country has different culture and different workplace, difference. And sometimes you cannot tell until, if somebody can guide you, that will help you a lot during this process. We also, since we're doing this program for a very long time, so we do have students that immigrate in Canada eventually, and they are in the supervised position. For example, like Camila had a lot of students from international trade. Some of them are the managers of the great global trade company. Like student like that, or like company that our student worked for before, that some company will keep looking the students, like Kenyan college students, and they will keep hiring us. So they will send the job post to Adam as well, and Adam will share to the students. So that's something, but you also can do is you can always ask Adam for one-on-one assistance. I once to see like Adam have like 30 or 40 email he actually showed me before, like just with the conversation with the students. He do care student a lot, and if you have any question, like sometimes you just don't know how to answer in the interview. Adam is very welcoming and helpful, and he's always help the students. So there are some options I'm just gonna share with you very quickly. So you can choose 1 year or 1.5 years program with business. Here is the chart I want to share with you that there are some students. So this is some students that are doing co-op at Kenyon College. So because the policy, we don't share the company name, but we can share with you how their job role is and what kind of type of business they are employed where they are a co-op students. So we can see for the business is very well ranged. So from retail, from airport, from real estate, from restaurant, travel agency, education. Those kind of company are hiring students to do like, for example, office related, airport grounded related, or ordering, HR, admin, store manager, accounting related job. These are the job our students doing. I just want to share with you is I have a student from Taiwan, and he was a pharmacist. So this is the job he's doing. He is a pharmacy assistant. He was a pharmacy assistant in Vancouver because he already returned to Taiwan. This kind of business trainings help him to connect to find jobs in Canada. But he's not. His goal is not to immigrate here. He just want to experience Canada. The other program we have is the International Trade Program. This program, we work with FITT. So students not only just get our credential, they also can get the International Trade Professional Organizations credential as well if they pass the required FITT course. So basically, FITT, there are two things about FITT. First, that recognized by Canadian government, and the second is they work with World Trade Association. So it is recognized by the World Trade Association. So that's definitely a bonus for you if you are looking for a career in international trade. And here are the lists of our students doing. So we can see like a logistic company or like warehouse or any company involved exporting, importing, or like with the trade aspect. So you can see the student doing, some of them are doing inventory, marketing related, logistic system management, or like inventory management. So there's a lot of job also in the trade sectors, especially right now during the pandemic. There's a lot of warehouse or logistic jobs are open as well. So this is my student as well. She was doing the warehouse assistance. She actually went back to Taiwan this week. She just finished her co-op. So she is actually find a job during pandemic. And so it's and her company do take care of the employees. They have to wear a mask and have gloves and the regular clean their hand. So this is one of example of my student that is successfully find a job in Canada even during the pandemic. We also have social media marketing. That actually a lot of opening that you thought like, well, this is pandemic, so maybe Canada doesn't have much job. But actually like social media marketing related job, it's actually increasing during the pandemic because a lot of retails and restaurants need someone to increase their brand awareness, because a lot of shops right now, they don't have that much customers, walking customers, and they have limited like numbers student can the customer can enter to the store. So they need someone to promote and continue to talk to their customers online. So this is a great program as well. We also have project management. This is my student. He was a police officer in Taiwan. He doesn't know about anything about project management, but he find a job right away after, like, as soon as start co-op. He was working as a project manager assistant, so it's office job. We also have IT co-op program. Like I mentioned before, IT is a great career to jump into. So if you have this, we don't require any IT background, so you can start from zero. We do require, though, that all the program I just mentioned, you have to have, usually for 1 year program, you need to have IELTS, about IELTS 5.0. And for 2 years programs, you need IELTS around 5.5. But for the hospitality programs, 2 years, we only require 5.0 because it's hospitality sectors. So for hospitality programs, we work with ALA. So ALA is also a world-recognized organization. So you have you not only just receive our credential as a Canadian college student, you also receive certificates and even diploma if you study 2 years from the ILA organization. Here's the pictures the student doing in a co-op, and then just quickly show you guys. In the last part, I want to talk a little bit about the St. Lawrence program. So if you, let's say, if you don't have much experience, or you're just a fresh new graduate from Hong Kong, or you wanted some program give you a peace of mind, because this is more stress-free program, because this program will lead you to post-graduation work permit, we call PGWP, that allows you to work in Canada after you graduating without any employment help. So you don't have to worry about a job offer or anything. But of course, that the Canadian government just announced the new program. But it takes time for them to give out the detail. So this is a very safe for you as options, because you basically will have a job work permit, like post-graduation work permit, as soon as you graduate, if you apply for to CIC, the Canadian government. I want to share a little bit about what is St. Lawrence. So it is a public college founded in 1967. The main campus is in Kingston, Ontario. But they have 5 programs that work with us, and it's delivered in our downtown Vancouver campus. So students can study St. Lawrence program in our campus, and also receive St. Lawrence programs documents, graduation document. So that's why they're eligible to apply for PGWP. If you don't have IELTS or TOEFL or any English, you can study English with us first. This is also, we also provide a pathway. St. Lawrence College is famous for the job, like employment rates, because nearly 90% of the graduate find employment with 6 months of graduation, according to their data. They are very job-ready training programs. So we have, so Canadian College and our college, together we have 3 programs. We have business, IT, or general arts and science. English requirement is IELTS 6.0. no bands below 5.5, you can study English with us. For the academic requirements, we don't require any GPA from your Hong Kong schools, that including high school or university, as long as you have math, you pass math and English. Usually they require high school. So let's move on to the next. This program is more suitable for somebody already have a degree or college diploma in Hong Kong or other countries. This is more advanced level. My students like this kind of programs because I have a student actually graduate from SFU, Bachelor of Arts, and she came to our program because it's very practical and useful. She will study international business management. Yeah, and we also have a student from Hong Kong that is studying this program as well. She will study SFU for the translation program as well. They like this program because they can have a lot of case studies. They can understand here the business aspect. So this is a very great program for students as well for those who have a degree. The IELTS requirement is 6.5. It's slightly higher than diploma. We also can do ESL pathway. And academic requirement will be degree or college diploma because this is more advanced. Because I know maybe some students in Hong Kong, they have education in UK. If they do, or if you do, your English may be waived. Usually someone will review your degree of document because you do have like UK or USA, let's say, very likely your English will be waived. So that you don't have to study English or approve any IELTS or TOEFL exam. Here just as some example of how our graduates can do when they graduate. So this is also announced from the provincial government work PC. So we can see here is the median salary. That means usually still work a few years. This is more like average salary. So for supply chain, you can see the job career here, like logistic coordinators, purchasing agents, and here's the salary. And if you multiply it by 6, that's equal to Hong Kong dollars. So you can have some ideas of the salary here. The cost of living compared to Hong Kong is lower. So that's something if you thinking about work here or immigrate here, you can also take a look for the, like for example, like Work VC is a great website to take a look what the salary looks like in Vancouver. So this is for the business side. So I select 3 programs from admin assistants to like marketing researchers or even high level in the management position. And this the salary look like. You can take a look. This is the IT programs, and again, I'm highly recommend IT programs. You can work as technicians or information system manager, and usually the start salary is higher because this is more technical skills. Quickly summarize. It really depends on your career goal and whether you want to immigrate to Canada. We can take a look your goal and then like what the work experience you have right now. If you have some experience and then looking for like come to Canada first and then look for the options, because when you come to here, maybe Canadian government will announce more detail, and that time you already in Canada. So you already start to prepare to get a job in Canada. You're already ahead of the new announcement before the the detail release. And it's very affordable as well because it's about 10,000 Canadian dollars per year, and usually 1 year program. You can work 6 months during the co-op, and during the study up to 20 hours per week. You can also, if you want something peace mind, like myself, I'm graduating from the public college diploma. Mina is actually graduating the Kenyan college program, so we are like we all immigrate here. So my path is study 2 years college program, because I think that's, for me, that's more safe options, because that will lead me to PGWP, and after I work 1 year, I can qualify for the express entry under CC that Mila was mentioned before. So it really depends on your goal and your current situation. Also, I think for St. Lawrence programs at Kenyon College, the location-wise very convenient, and there's lots of jobs around the downtown area. Our tuition is very affordable. It's about 7,400 per semester. If you compare the tuitions with SFU, for example, is very popular for students in Hong Kong or like UBC. This is much cheaper because we are about 16,000 a year, and if you look at SFU or UBC, you're at least paying 20,000 or 30,000 or even more a year just to study. If you look at the college, usually the tuition wise, are the public college around the BC area, you're looking about 18,000 or even 20,000 more per year. And our programs including basic everything like book fee, your tuition fee, and it's about 16,000 per year. We also charge 150 application fee just for the regular admin fee, but in general it's very affordable. If you have IELTS around 6.0, you don't have to do any advanced study, or because some students, even they have school English, it's very hard for them to reach 6.5, no bands below 6.0. But because we have worked with St. Lawrence and they are from Ontario, so in Ontario, IELTS 6.0 is very common for diploma programs, but for in BC, most school, especially public school or university, they do require IELTS 6.05 even for diploma program. You can also use our resource to help you find a job, because we do have on-site job advisor, and this is open to St. Lawrence students as well.